Intercede with our Christ our God to save our souls.
Good morning.
Good morning, Father.
Today's Ask Father. Father Dimitri, why do you and a lot of younger priests wear the robe, the andari, whereas some of the older priests and other priests wear suits and collars? The answer to that question is complicated because both forms of dress are correct. If you see a priest wearing an andari, that is correct. If you see a priest wearing a collar and a suit, that also is correct. So first we have to understand why priests are wearing the robes. Priests are wearing the robe because that is, in fact, their garment of an Orthodox priest. If you go to Greece, that is what they're wearing. If you go to Jerusalem, that is what they're wearing. In fact, this isn't just a Greek Orthodox thing. If you go to the Vatican, the priests also are wearing robes. So where did the collar come from? The collar, believe it or not, is a predecessor of the tie that you all are wearing. Perhaps you have seen period dramas in which a judge is wearing a long black robe and has a big white frilly collar. This was the same concept, and over time it became smaller and smaller and smaller until finally it's the little tab that you see around priests' necks to this day. And this wasn't just a garment for just judges or clerics. This was considered the garments of everyday people. If you look at pilgrims and Indians, what do we have our little kids dress up as when they're dressing up as pilgrims? Black collars and white bands. It's that same concept. And what did they used to call each other? They would call a woman goody, and they would call a man goodman. In the same way that we sometimes call each other brethren, or brother, or sister. And so this was the garment of an everyday person. So it was the idea of somebody that is good, somebody that is respectable, somebody that is trusted. And so over time, this funneled its way into the judge's robe and the cleric. And over time, it also made its way into the Roman Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church. And this was done during a period when our religion was coming into America. To this day, there are a lot of people that don't know what the Orthodox Church is, or really even seen or experienced the Orthodox Church, despite the fact that there are 300 million of us all over the world, the second largest denomination after the Roman Catholics. And so in order for the people to assimilate, in order for the people to be not terrified, what is this strange thing coming into our midst, several things entered into the church. The organ that makes such a beautiful, melodious noise and augments and enhances our worship so beautifully, that is a Western thing. Those aren't found in most Orthodox churches. The pews that you are all seated in today, those are not part of the Orthodox tradition. They are a Western innovation. And in the same way, the suit and the tab collar are a Western innovation. Not as a way of trying to skirt away from our traditions, but as a way of trying to be accessible to the people. How are we supposed to bring people into the church if the priest is seen as something foreign and strange? And so therefore they would wear a collar so that they would look like everyone else. So that they would be, okay, I understand. This is a cleric. This is a priest. This is a pastor. This is someone that I can talk to about my problems. This isn't strange. And that is why those exist. But why are we seeing a resurgence of robes? Because now we are in a much more Pontosian society in which all cultures, all traditions are celebrated and accepted, one hopes, in our culture. This is why you can see a Sikh man wearing his full garment. This is why you can see Muslim women walking around with a hijab or a burqa and it is okay, because we see everyone's cultures and we welcome them. We understand it. And we also like the idea of the authentic history behind it. Does that take away from the suit and collar? No, it doesn't. That too is authentic. That too is a way of reaching people in an effective ministry. And so you will see young priests, old priests wearing both collars or robes. Neither one of those is incorrect. But that is why you're starting to see a resurgence of young priests wearing the andari.